Welcome to another edition of SAT TV News. I am Alicia George. Thanks for joining us. In our top stories, Education Trust Fund receives $5,000 from local Chinese company. Eye patients receive free cataract surgeries from Chinese ophthalmology mission. In the region, 14 individuals charged with trafficking identities of Puerto Rican U.S. citizens. And internationally, Guinea declares emergency in Ebola outbreak. In sports, 26 coaches benefit from FIFA coaching course. Details of these and other stories will follow. Welcome back. A local Chinese company on Wednesday donated a check of $5,000 to the Education Trust Fund, ETF, which will go towards the education of children whose parents cannot afford. General Manager of Specialty Making and Materials Limited, Zhu Zhangao, said he is pleased to make the donation to the ETF.
We are very happy and support to secondary school students because education is important to students. So I will steer for every year.
Zhangao is hoping to make annual donations to the trust fund. Meanwhile, Director of the Education Trust Fund, Derek Phillip, who was thankful for the donation, said he will be looking forward to similar donations from the other Chinese business owners on island.
Being a member on the Education Trust Fund, I thought that it is about time that we try to bring the Chinese people into this kind of community response. And I was determined to, by this year, have it happen. So, following my vision and my dream, I went ahead and spoke with Mr. Zhou, and he has been very responsive, very positive from the get-go. At first, he didn't know everything, so I had to also contact, I know some little Chinese, but I had to contact my friend in China, who's a translator, so he could translate the letter into Chinese, and I sent back to Mr. Zhou, so he could fully understand in his own language, exactly what we're talking about. And then he didn't hesitate before making a check available.
The original donation was $2,000. However, Zhangao added $3,000, increasing the total to $5,000, which Philip considers a good gesture. Specialty Making and Materials Limited, located at the Caneville Industrial Site, focuses on making windows, doors, and fencing. The Education Trust Fund makes contribution towards the purchasing of books for students, school, and examination fees. The Ministry of Health on Monday welcomed a 10-man Chinese ophthalmology team on the island to perform free cataract surgeries to Dominicans. Surgeries are being performed on patients at the Princess Margaret Hospital with the support and collaboration of the island's ophthalmology team headed by Dr. Hazel Shillingford Ricketts, consultant ophthalmologists. About 95 cataract patients from across the island were recommended by the ophthalmologists to undergo surgery. All the eye care equipment being used will be donated to the government of Dominica at the end of the mission. The 10-man Chinese team arrived in Dominica on August 11th and will depart on the 22nd. Minister of Public Works Honorable Rayburn Blackmore says a number of the issues affecting the Public Works Corporation, PWC, lie within the management of the corporation. This statement follows recent protest action by the employees of the corporation for a number of issues, including late salary payment, non-payment of Social Security and income tax contributions. The General Secretary of the Dominica Public Service Union, DPSU, Thomas Later, and the government hosted a successful meeting on Monday, which was attended by Honorable Blackmore, where they discussed ongoing issues at the PWC.
The number of issues that, of course, that got clarity, and both the union and the employees themselves said that they were not aware of a number of issues. A number of the issues raised by the union, of course, reside within the level of competence of the management of the Public Works Corporation and the board. Issues of payment of or lack thereof of Social Security contribution, income tax contribution, etc. We have agreed on a way forward, and there are a number of the issues, of course, that have to be given consideration going forward.
The minister said the corporation operates in a very competitive environment, and as such, systems must be established to ensure it survives. The minister added the board of directors submitted a business plan plotting the way forward for the corporation. However, it will not be approved without the details being made public to the corporation's membership.
We have a responsibility as a nation to ensure going forward that the state pays for work done. And of course, the number of issues, of course, we agreed at the meeting that must be addressed. And one of it being the billing process within the Public Works Corporation. There are instances, for matter of fact, which of course came out of the meeting, where the state is being billed 3 or 2 times for the same activity. Now, I have the responsibility as a minister to ensure, and the government, of course, has the fundamental responsibility to ensure that any entity that is paid is actually paid for work done. But having said that, it is also agreed that there need to be better communication between management and staff.
Minister Blackmore said the meeting held on Monday revealed that a number of issues brought up could have been resolved by the management or the board of directors of the corporation had there been a better line of communication with the employees. He added, going forward, they will work on the PwC achieving its mandate by law, as it is no longer a department of the ministry and has to be self-sufficient. SAT Telecoms would like to advise its customers to rescan their set-top boxes. Due to equipment issues, some channels had to be moved. These channels are Channel 45, Al Jazeera, Channel 100, France 24, Channel 124, FRA 24E. In order to keep these channels available, customers must press the menu button once and the OK button on their set-top box remote 3 times. When we return, find out how JA and DMA are supporting local entrepreneurs. Welcome back. 10 entrepreneurs displayed their business ideas at the Roseau Market Complex on Tuesday following the opening ceremony of the Make Something to Sell initiative. The Make Something to Sell initiative is focused on highlighting the entrepreneurial skills of young persons and unemployed individuals to increase the level of productivity on island. This is a collaborative effort of Junior Achievement, J.A. Dominica, and the Dominica Manufacturers Association, DMA. Public Relations Officer of J.A. Dominica, Jules Pascal, told SAT TV News that this initiative targets business-minded individuals.
The Make Something to Sell is an initiative which provides a wonderful opportunity for young people who are business-minded, young people who have been involved in making or manufacturing things to sell. So it actually gives them an opportunity to bring forward their talent and their creativity.
Pascal said the project provides support for young people who are budding entrepreneurs.
It actually is an opportunity I see for nurturing our young people, providing support, financial support, material support, moral support, and mentorship for the young people who really want to create opportunities for themselves.
The trade show highlighted products of 10 entrepreneurs who created sellable merchandise and packaged them for display to be judged later. The Make Something to Sell initiative was launched on June 4th. Linva Ambo and Kelly Regis, founders of ROZ Business Ventures, are the winners of the first ever Make Something to Sell initiative on Thursday. The 21-year-olds won $2,500 for their innovative cocoa powder mixture.
Basically, you get the water near boiling point and you pour it in a cup. And then you take 2 spoons is adequate of the cocoa powder. We have it in this for now, but you would cut it from the pack and simply pour into your hot cup of water. And then you would stir.
The idea stemmed from an interest that the boys share.
I used to make cocoa tea using the cocoa sticks. So the whole boiling process, 3 to 5 minute boiling process, sometimes I get impatient. So I just decided, wouldn't it be easier if you could just have it in the powder form and maybe if it could just be instant. So I experimented with it and then came up with this product.
The young men say they hope to expand their business idea with assistance from the Dominica Manufacturers Association, DMA.
We hope to expand our reach and sell not only in Dominica but outside of Dominica, and also to improve the product.
The boys said they also plan to become members of DMA. Other awardees included Javesh John Baptist, who won $500 on the Young Manufacturers Award, Charlie Lewis and Kenneth Charles, who also won $500 on the Young Achievers Award, and Ethel Alexander, who won an award for her environmental and green business idea and $1,000. Courtney Matthew and Royston Daniel came in second position and received an award and check compliments the West Dominica Children's Federation. Mattel Daniel won $2,000 and the Viable Business Award for his package Jammed and Jellies.
What I did is I wanted to start up a business, so I went around and I actually asked persons, what products do you think I should do? And I also try to be innovative and do a product that is not the normal or the norm. And tambourine leaf was one of the products that is not a normal product that persons do, so I decided to do tambourine leaf jam.
The Make Something to Sell initiative is a collaborative effort of Junior Achievers Dominica and the Dominica Manufacturers Association. Film lovers in Dominica will have the opportunity to purchase and view the acting skills of Dominican playwright Dr. Alwyn Bully after the Caribbean film A Handful of Dirt DVD was launched and screened in Dominica on Thursday. Bully, who has been working mainly as a theater director and a playwright since 1970, is the film's lead actor. The formal launch of the film took place at the Alliance Française building at 7 p.m. as part of activities making up this year's Nature Island Literary Festival. A Handful of Dirt, a film shot in Barbados, revolves around a peaceful plot of land that threatens to tear a small family apart. Director of the film, Barbadian Russell Watson, was in Dominica for the film's official DVD launch.
It's really good that we are able to launch the DVD here at the festival with Alwyn, because Alwyn was such a central figure, not only in terms of the character that he played in the story, but just in terms of the production experience.
Meanwhile, last Saturday, Russell Watson, the director behind the film, facilitated a workshop on directing for film and theater. Alwyn Bully told SAT-TV News he was delighted to have Russell share his expertise with Dominican filmmakers.
It's important to have people like Russell Watson expose their work and be exposed themselves to large numbers of people, because the work that Russell is doing and other filmmakers like himself is very, very important to the whole development of the film industry in the Caribbean. As you know, we all feel that there should be something that is done in the area of film, where the number of training sessions that are available can be increased, that more tutorials, more workshops should be available, that people be introduced to the intricacies of filmmaking and what it really calls for. And with the vast experience that somebody like Russell has, it would be more than important to have him on a workshop.
Dr. Bully said the workshop sought to assist participants to transition from film to theater. The workshop on film production and the launch of the DVD film A Handful of Dirt are just two of several items on the agenda to mark the 2014 Nature Island Literary Festival. The official theme song and music video for the observance of Financial Information Month, FIM 2014, under the theme Soar to Succeed, was released on Wednesday during a video conference at the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank's office at the Financial Center. The song was written and produced by Antiguan company Visual Echo Limited, while the video was created by IREP Studio of the IREP Group, who collaborated on the design of the FIM 2014 logo. Take a look at the video.
My arrows pointing up, up, up. I'm soaring to succeed, up, up. As long as I'm working to go up, no one can hold me down. Imagine they said we were too small. Imagine standing 10 feet tall. Imagine I changed the way I think. Innovation could change these ways to wings. The world is always changing. It's a whole different path I'm taking. With every step the gains I'm making, no one can hold me down. My arrows pointing up, pointing up, pointing up. My arrows pointing up, pointing up, pointing up.
Meanwhile, Cheryl Roll, General Manager of Sagico Life Incorporated, said capacity building networks have been forged during the observation of FIM among Eastern Caribbean Central Union ECCU member governments, financial and academic institutions, media and other institutions, in addition to community-based groups.
Our collective role and responsibilities in building stronger communities, a stronger nation, and a stronger region through capacity building is crucial and must never be overlooked or underestimated. We must always operate in the interest of our people. This knowledge development thrust is a key to our survival as our everyday operational activities.
She said over the past 12 years, each theme for FIM has been suitably formulated, supporting a call to action and/or movement and a call to a better future. According to Roll, this year's theme, Soar to Succeed, aptly challenges all to dust off their shoes and chart a new direction to move beyond economic downturns and setbacks while having a positive mentality. Meanwhile, Donna Banks, acting account supervisor of Anguilla Air and Seaports Authority, said the strategy for success must include education, training, experience, exposure, and wisdom.
Success is not a one-time event, but rather a lifelong journey requiring a strategic plan to guide us and which will inevitably require course adjustments along the way as we examine the different signs and indicators of our progress. The thermometer of true success will measure the level of inward peace that we have as we continue our efforts to soar to that tangible or intangible place of success.
She noted the theme Soaring to Success implies that successful people do not start from the top, as to soar means moving from a low level to a higher plane. This has been the local segment of the news. Coming up next, regional highlights.